We're outside now. We're going to plant our seedlings, or plant our seeds in the trays. We're going to do this out in the gardening shed. It's maybe, I don't know, 50 degrees today. So, not too bad out here for being January 20th. We have this great building. On our site, we have 10 outbuildings. And this is used to be a pig barn. Let me see if I can give you a bigger view. Here, I'll show it to you. So it's this big barn. It's this building here. I don't think it's that old. It's not as old as the oldest buildings on the site, which are over 100. But we were told when we moved here that this was a pig barn. So, not sure what that exactly entails.
Should we use the black one or the pool?
I think we should use the black one. So we're gonna first start off by making some potting mix. Okay, so all our seed starter trays are full of compacted plant material. Okay, so here's kind of the plan for today, what we're going to plant. This is, I don't know, maybe this is 80% of what we're going to grow next year. And all of it, it's too early, being January 20th, it's too early to start it all. So the things we're not going to start, we're not going to start beans. We'll either start them later, or we'll sow them directly in the ground. We're planting a lot of sunflowers. So 3 of these are sunflowers. We're not going to plant those now. Cucumbers, radishes, they're just as easy to sow directly in the ground. We're not going to grow snap peas now. We're going to put those directly in the ground. So this kind of represents the crops that we're not going to plant. We're not going to plant these squash. We'll start them in pots, but it's too early because they'll be grown. So we're going to grow some flowers. We've got some zinnias, and we've got cyanus. We've got some zinnias here. We're gonna play around. I'm gonna do 1 tray of carrots just to get it going because I didn't plant any in the fall like I should have. Beets, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, eggplant. We're gonna do some onions from seeds. We're also gonna do some onion sets, but we can easily start seeds here.
Squash.
Leeks. No, squash we're gonna wait. We'll do that because that's a fall thing anyway.
We have summer squash.
Yep.
We have table.
Oh, that's the other seed company. That was one of the ones we didn't find.
Oh, right. So we don't have those
Yeah.
yet.
So we're going to do our peppers, leeks, tomatoes, eggplant, onions. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're, and hopefully that's 11. So what we did is we filled these. You've seen that. And then I took this little tool here, this little, I don't know, shovel, and I made a little depression with it. So all of these have a depression in them. And plantain, tomato. These are Brandywine. We are going to do 1 seed per cell. I know some people recommend 1 to 2, but these are good seeds, and I find that they almost always germinate. just do a path. Let's put these in a 10-foot kind of area. This way, the other way, this way, I think. Let's do it so we can get around them.
Okay.
And let's do the last one. Downspout, because the nice thing about downspout is all gutter stuff is on 10-foot increments instead of 8-foot.
That's why you keep everything. You
What?
never throw away.
Right. That's right. We didn't have to buy gutter. It was just stuff in the barn.
Just use stuff laying around.
And we really just have to leave enough room to put those heaters in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this will fit.
Well, those trays are 10 inches by 20 inches.
It will fit
So we should be able to get 10 or 11 on here.
all the way down, which will be a lot, plenty of to start the seedlings.
We got room for more.
4, 6, probably 12 on here.
I think that's 10. They're not doubled, right?
No,
5, 5. Right. Okay.
we get just 10.
Yeah. Or we can do 11. Let's fill the whole thing up. What's the difference, really?
So yeah, so we got 11 trays.
And our starters have 200 cells per. I think that's reasonable support.
And
And
then
then
we'll shove some heaters under to get it warm. Put the grow lights up top, and we'll be good to go.
put these offset a little bit. And then we'll take that one and move that one down. We'll go out to here. And then we'll take that one and relocate it right here. So it'll overlap like that. Heater. If we have to build a tent around it to preserve the heat, we'll do that. Sounds like a plan.
Got this stuff to sniff.
Okay, friends, it's been a week since we put 11 trays of 200 cell flats down here in the basement. I don't think I ever showed you the final setup. So what we did, currently they are covered with poly, little thin sheet, really fine stuff, kind of used for painters. And you can see we've got some heaters under here. I'll show you those in a little bit. They heat up underneath the poly and kind of balloon it, which provides some space for the seedlings. So let's take a look at what's going on underneath. I've been uncovering them during the day while the lights are on. Get them real nice and watered, and then at night I've been putting the plastic on because it's still a little chilly down here in the basement, and I want to preserve some heat. So here we are. This is a week. Again, 11 flats, and this was the setup that we ended up with. We have sawhorses, so we have four sawhorses, and then I used some lengths of downspout, 10-foot downspout, because it's light and it's kind of a box, so it's actually very rigid. So I have 2 of those underneath of it, and then that's just enough. 10 feet is enough to hold 11 of these trays. So everything's doing well. These came out first. These were some of the flowers that we had planted. I think those are Brussels sprouts. So some of the stuff's still not up. This is not up. These are leeks, are not up yet, but these are beets. Beets are up. Carrots are up. These are tomatoes. You can see I'm getting a little dye off here in this corner. Unfortunately, I let it get too dry, and that was kind of a problem. This hasn't budged. Whatever this is peppers. They haven't popped through yet. These look like one of the flats of onions. Yeah, these are red onions, and these here are some other kind of onion. I can't tell, it's too dark. Let's bring some light over here. There you go. Shallot. That's a tray of shallots. So anyway, that's the setup. We got 3 fluorescent lights. Just the standard Home Depot $14 lights with these bulbs, these T8 bulbs. I know they recommend T12s, but I had a case of T8s, so I'm using T8s. It's obviously working. The way this thing is set up here, it's kind of a bit of a mess. These fluorescent tubes are on paracord with a slip knot here, so we can raise them and lower them as needed. So that's kind of why we did that. So they're all adjustable. All of the lights are fed to this extension cord, and that extension cord is run into this timer, and it just comes on, I think, 6 o'clock in the morning. Currently it's running for about 16 hours. So that's it. Oh, let me tell you the heaters. So what we did is we've got 2 oil radiators down here, electric oil radiators, and I've been able to run them on low with the thermostat piece below the halfway point. That has been just enough. Again, here's the second one. It's low, kind of in the middle. And I have a thermometer here that's been laying down, so it's not going to be accurate, but it's I'm trying to keep it somewhere, north of 63 degrees and not above 70. And it seems to do that when it's under the covering. So anyway, that's the system. I hope you like it. If you have any questions or comments, please ask. I hope one day to have a channel that we can discuss what's going on, and you can teach me what you know, and I can share what I know. Wow, that's some very bright light. Anyway, see you on the next one. Peace.